Was there anything you found interesting in the readings? I found interesting how much of a difference is in the observation schemes. For example, for the teacher-student interactions and student-student interactions.
Yeah. Well, for the student-teacher interactions, actually is considered an important aspect for various reasons. Teachers who had a positive interaction with their students reported that their students were more involved and attentive in studies and had better attendances in the classroom. Also, teacher-student interaction has resulted in a positive classroom environment that affects the learning and growth of students positively.
Well, from the student-student interactions, I remember that I saw that for Group A, for example, it seems like there's not much organization, and they don't like they need help from the teacher because by themselves they don't really correct themselves. There's no error feedback, and for Group B, it's more organized, and it seems like they are well um, instructor in how to approach by themselves when they are communicating. For example, I remember that I saw they ask questions to each other for grammar, and then they correct themselves, and they also focus on language form but also on meaning. Unlike the Group A, I think they're very unorganized, and they do negotiation on meaning, but I think they need, for example, metalinguistic reflection and to talk more to each other. Like they don't really use the language. They don't correct themselves, and they have errors on their articles and the nouns.
No, yeah. I also wanted to add that in student-teacher interactions, it's often considered a key to academic success. When the students maintain a connection with a faculty member, they are more likely to feel satisfied with the academic process and get inspired to do something great. So yeah, the students who are more attentive, they feel motivated towards the study, and they are actively engaged in the learning process, and they usually also are highly enthusiastic to learn new things. So, yeah.
Well, it is not mentioned in the book, but I think the main problem during observation of students and teachers is that when they know they are being observed, they tend to behave differently from their natural behaves. I mean, when a teacher knows that he's going to be evaluated, he plans his class, and the students are all like
Mm.
formal and quiet. And, and when they normally don't do that, I think that is a problem.
I also think that between natural settings and instructional settings, I remember I saw that, for example, in natural settings, the learners are more exposed, and it's not like they have limited time to learn, and they also have like the the access to reach to native speakers, and that's not the case for instructional learning or communicative learning.